Hello, good afternoon, guys. And this is Del from X Minds. I really do hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Okay, now, right now, I was tempted to do a video yesterday while taking the bus and, show my American friends how the currency is actually used here. But what I'm going to do first is now to explain the different types of currencies, and let them see the currencies that we have here and how it would be compared to the American dollar. All right? So now, I'm going to start off with our lowest amount here in terms of the paper money, and that would be the $50 bill. All right? Now, previously, like years ago, they had the $20 bill, but that was then converted into coin. All right? So right here, I have the $50 bill with Samuel Sharp as the national hero that's, used on this type of currency. Now, if we were to convert it into the American currency, now this would actually be 5 cents. Okay? So this right here, the Jamaican $50 bill, see right here, and Juston, Grace, Hanshaw, Brody, this is what would be 5 cents when converted to the American currency. Okay? Now $50 here, what this could actually buy is, let me see here. It could buy you a kiss cake, alright? It could buy you one of those small cupcakes. It is actually the amount that students would pay on a taxi or, on some buses, okay? Now, this won't really get you anywhere per se, because I'm sure the American 5 cents, it would actually be buying you probably a sweet or something to that effect. Okay? So yes, Justin, the $50 bill. Alright? And this now brings us to what else it could buy. It could buy you June plums. It could buy you, as I said, a kiss cakes. It definitely could buy you $50 worth of sweets, and the place I was working at previously, $50 could actually get you 6 sweets. All right, so that would range from the butterscotch sweets and so forth and so on. All right, now this actually brings us to the next paper money, and yes, this one's a little bit beaten up, and I could have sworn that yesterday while coming home I had given them this one and kept the good looking one per se so that you guys could actually see it properly. Alright, but for all intents and purposes, guys, this is the $100 bill. Okay, and this actually has one of the prime ministers back in the day, like way back in the day, or someone correct me if I'm wrong. All right, but this here we have Sir Donald Sangster, and the airport in Montego Bay is aptly named after him. All right, now the $100 bill. Now this is the standard amount for most fares paid on buses and taxis. So right now I live on the outskirts of Spanish Town, and for me to go into the heart of Spanish Town, this is what I would pay the taxi. All right, $100. Now convert it over to the USD, and this would actually be $1. But for all intents and purposes, with how the American dollar keeps growing and how the Jamaican dollar keeps depreciating, so this, it makes up a large part of 1 USD, even though the 1 American dollar is actually worth at least 115 Jamaican dollars. But for all intents and purposes, this would be one American dollar. Alright? And there we have it, the $100 bill. Alright? Now what this could buy. Alright. So this could buy you 2 June plums or even 3. It could buy you kiss cakes. It could buy you a Pepsi, a bottle of Pepsi, a bottle of small Pepsi. Alright? It could buy you a small, bigger soft drink. And let me see here. What else could it buy? Well, back in the day, it could have been used to buy beef patty, probably a cocoa bread, a meatloaf. Alright? But as we see, this being the standard amount that it is these days, it's mostly bus fare because it can't even exactly buy you a meal. Alright? So, here we have it again. Juston, Grace, Hanshaw, Brody, and for all my other American friends, here we have it. Okay? Now we move on to what we would call the nanny. This is the $500 bill, and it is aptly called the nanny because it has the one heroine on it, Nanny of the Maroons. Alright, here we have it. There she is, Nanny of the Maroons. Here we go. And just to show you the back side of this note here. Alright. And nowadays, most, if not all of our currencies, paper currencies rather, they have what we call here the Jamaica 50 logo. Alright, so this marks when Jamaica became 50 years old in terms of being independent. Alright, there we have it. Now what can this buy? This could actually buy you a beef patty or even a lobster patty with a bottle of a small bottle of Pepsi. This could be used as bus fare for an entire day, as in to work and back from work. Alright, so this is to and from work here. This could be used to pay your bus fare or your taxi fare. Alright, so alright, a $500 note. Here we go again. Juston, Grace, Hanshaw, Brody. Here we go. Kizzy. And most definitely, this is for mom as well. You know, she keeps on not really remembering the value of our money. Okay? But I can say one thing, she definitely knows what the $1,000 bill or note is worth. Alright, now here we go, people. This is the second largest note that we have as Jamaican currency. Okay, this is the $1,000 note or bill, and as we see here, we have Michael Manley. Alright, alright, Michael Manley, past leader and prime minister, you know, past leader of the People's National Party. Okay, son of Norman Manley. Alright, and the $1,000 bill, or as we call it, a grand. Alright, alright, $1,000 bill or grand as we call it, or grand, G-R-A-N, grand. Alright, now here on the back of this note we have Jamaica House. Alright, really significant building here. Okay, now this particular note was actually manufactured and put out to the public in last year, actually the 1st of January last year. So this is on the new year. This was actually, you know, circulated during the new year. All right. So, what does the $1,000? Oh, before I proceed further, when you convert this note here to the American currency, this would actually be $10 US. Okay. All right. There we go. Quick once over. All right. Now this would be equivalent to 10 US dollars, and I'm sure you could, get quite a few things with $10 if you were to walk into the supermarket. For this note here, say I was to go to the supermarket here, what I could get, let me see here, I could get at least 3 or 4 packets of meat, and that would be the end of this note here. And we have a saying here in Jamaica, and it could be applied to every type of currency here, or the notes. All right, but for this specific type of money here, the $1,000 note bill or the grand, all right, we have a saying here that says, once you broke a grand, it done. Right? Once you start spending this money, even if it is to pay your bus fare, once this is broken and not $1,000 anymore, it's basically finished. All right, and that's the thing that we have here. Now, I definitely wanted to show you guys the largest Jamaican note that we have as it relates to currency, and that would actually be the $5,000 note or bill. All right, and it definitely has huge share on the note. As you can see, all the currencies here, just like any other currency in the world, they have some significant person or leader embedded within them. All right, now the $5,000 bill or note, it is definitely elusive. I have only held on to one of them, and that was 4 years ago. All right, just to show you. And even in the public, I hardly see anyone with them. Okay, I noticed though that the $5,000 note, or the shira as we call it, it is mostly used when there's a large sum of money that is being used. When you go to the bank, if you're investing or withdrawing or depositing a large amount, then sometimes they change it over to the $5,000 bills and do their thing. All right. Now, I'm going to be showcasing the coins that we use here. All right. Let me just draw this back a bit. All right. Now, firstly, back in the day, and I was really fortunate to be around when we had the 1 cent, the 5 cent, the 50 cent, the 10 cents, the 25 cents, and those back in the day, the 50 cent, it was actually, call it, say, this big. All right, it was this big, and back in the day, that was the amount you could use to buy sweets, bag juice, and so forth, so on. But what has happened now is that it's no longer in use, guys, and what we had as the lowest amounts of currency would have been the 25 cents, and those were then put into small red coins, all right, about this big. Okay, small red coins about this big. All right, and what that did was to act as change when you went to the supermarket. But most days supermarkets are not really into the habit of giving you those red money, the red coins, because I've seen where people just throw them away and all of that stuff. All right, now back to what we have now as the lowest coin that's being circulated. And here we have it, guys, the $1 coin. All right, here we go. The $1 coin. All right, now we have we have two different $1 coin, and I hope that you can see the difference here. All right, you know, this one has more edges, you know, the edges are sharp, okay, as opposed to this one where the edges are more rounded. All right, now for the $1 coin here, we have Bustamante. All right, and this is Sir Alexander Bustamante, the first leader of the Jamaica Labour Party. That's the second political party we have apart from the People's National Party. All right, we have quite a few political parties, but the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party, sorry, they are the two biggest. All right, now as usual, we have the years when these coins are, you know, minted and circulated. Now this one here, the first one, here we go. All right, the first one here, it was actually minted 2005. All right, and with the update in policies and currencies, they then came up with this one. All right, hope you can see it. All right, here we go again. All right, this one was actually minted in last year, so this one has the stamp of 2014. Now what these could do, back in the day, I remember using $1 to buy a sweet. All right, what we call here the ice mint. All right, a green mint that was, you know, for $1. It was really cool on the tongue and everything. Okay, used to freshen the breath. Now these, what I've been seeing people do for the last couple of years, people don't want to take the $1 coins. You know, if you were to give, say, 10 $1 coins to a taxi driver, he would be cursing and saying, "Hey, where y'all go with them coin, yeah," and all of these things, you know. So I've seen where people get them and just throw them away. So I could guarantee you that at any bus park or any bus stop, just look on the ground here in Jamaica and you'll be seeing these little guys all about. All right, here we go. You'll be seeing these guys, you know, strewn across the ground. No one wants to use them. No one wants to accept them. But here's what I say. If I have 1 million $1 coins, well, hey, that's $1 million. And who's going to complain? All right. Now we move on to the second coin here, and this is the $5 coin. All right. Now let me see here.